Hey there, welcome to another episode of Thrive with Lanike, the solo podcast episode. And I'm super excited to have you here today because there's been a lot that has been going on in my heart that I've been trying to learn, a lot of things that I've been trying to figure out. And one thing I've come to realize is that one decision can literally change your life forever. Just imagine choosing to get drunk and drive, and then you end up hitting someone, and unfortunately, the person dies. That can change your life forever. And that's why it's very important that you're being careful when you're making important life decisions. Life can get tough, honestly. Life gets tough sometimes, but the decisions that you make can determine the outcome you're going to get tomorrow, can determine the outcome you're going to get in the future. So back when I was in Nigeria, when I got married, my husband was in Ile-Ife then, in Osun State, Nigeria. And when we got married, we settled in Ife for a while. I had a teaching job and I was trying to also build my baking business at that time. So it got to a point when I knew that, oh, I had to leave my teaching job because baking business was giving me more income. I quit my teaching job to pursue my baking business, and soon I realized that my baking business was not going to grow to the extent that I desired to get to. My baking business wasn't going to grow as much as I wanted it to grow. And likewise, my husband, it wasn't helping him to also pursue his dream and his own career as well. So we decided, based on the leading of the Holy Spirit, we decided to move from Ile-Ife to Ibadan. And when we moved to Ibadan, it felt like, oh, yes, now we are in Ibadan, everything is going to change. And for the first year, we were living in an apartment along the expressway. And when that apartment, in fact, things got worse than it was. Things got really bad than it was. Ife, there was no power supply. In a month, we might have electricity supply maybe like 3 times or 4 times in a month. We didn't have water. Things just weren't good. But it took us a short time to realize that we couldn't stay in that environment because we were going to be attracting the wrong set of people. We're going to be attracting the wrong set of customers, and it wasn't going to help us grow. So we decided to move to a better part of the city. And in the space of 1 year, that decision changed our lives in a way that even we never imagined. It was a drastic turnaround for us. Things just began to change speedily for us. And that is why, if you're trying to fix your life right now, because I know that we all get to a point in time when we feel like nothing is working for us, or we feel like this is not the kind of life I want for myself. And so, if you are wondering how to fix your life, I'm going to be sharing tips with you on how you can easily fix your life by the little decisions that you make right now. Some of those decisions might not give you the results that you want immediately, but I can assure you that over the years or over time, you begin to see the changes that you desire. Just like you plant a seed, you don't expect the seed to germinate and bring forth fruit the same day. So decisions are also like that. They are like you planting a seed, and then you allow it time to germinate and grow and begin to bring forth fruit. So the first thing you might consider doing if you're trying to fix your life is to change your environment, because the environment you're in will determine how far you'd go, the kind of people you'd attract, the kind of opportunities that you'll be exposed to. So if you feel like the reason you are not growing, or the reason you are not where you want to be, is because the environment you are is limiting you, this is your sign that it might be time for you to change your environment. And changing environment might not necessarily mean moving from one city to another. It might even be moving from one street to another street, or it can also mean moving from one state to another, or moving from one country to another. It could be anything. It could come in any form or in any way. But the bottom line is you might need to change your environment or change your location. So the second thing is you might need to change the people you associate with, because sometimes the people we move with and the people we work with can actually limit us in our thinking. Just imagine someone who has never handled $100,000 before, and you telling them your dreams that, oh, I want to make $100,000 in the next 6 months. They can't reason it because they've never handled that kind of money before. They've never been in that position of making that kind of money before. So you being in the circle of people like that might actually choke your dreams, might actually place a limitation on you, because people don't want you to fly higher than they are, honestly, and it's a sad truth. And if you really want to go further, you really want to go big, you want to achieve big dreams, you have to work with people with big dreams, with big visions, people who have achieved great things in the past. Those kind of people would motivate you, would push you, would encourage you that you can also do it. But someone who hasn't attained greatness before would most likely tell you you can't do it just because they have not been able to do it. So you might need to actually change your circle, change the kind of people you move with. Another thing you might need to change about your life is your habits. What are the habits that you're keeping right now? It might mean that you need to change your eating habits, you might need to change your sleeping habits, you might need to change your studying habits, you might need to change your way of life, the way you live life generally. Oftentimes, I realize that people can be quite careless with their lives. Some people just take life like it's a playground. You have to take your life seriously. If you feel like there's something about your life that you don't like, then sit down, think about what you can do about it and fix it, change it. Just like you might not be satisfied with your size, you might feel like, oh, I'm too fat. The question is, if you feel like you're too fat, what will you do about it? Choose to change your habit. You might need to change your eating habits. You might need to start exercising. You might need to start doing things differently. And before you know it, you begin to see the results. The mistake a lot of us make oftentimes is that we want to make decisions today and begin to see results the same day we make those decisions. It doesn't always work like that. So, if you have been feeling bad about your life, you've been feeling like, oh, I don't like where I am right now, I need to do better, I have to make something out of my life, then do something about it. The power to change your life lies in your hands. Nobody is coming to save you, nobody is coming to help you fix your life. You have to sit down with yourself, be honest with yourself, and begin to fix things, begin to do things differently. And the way it starts is you sitting down and being honest with yourself. Do a self evaluation, evaluate your life, think about it. Because I'm in a phase in my life where every day I keep thinking about where I am right now, what could I have done better to change it. You have to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, honestly, you're not going to see any change in your life. You're not going to be where you want to be. You'll not be where you desire to be. You have to first choose to evaluate yourself, see the things you're doing wrong, see the things you can do better, see the things you can fix. Because honestly, I understand that in life there are things that are out of our control, but also there are things that are within our own control, because God has given us the gift of free will to choose. You can choose the kind of life that you want to live right from now. It might even mean that you have to downsize your life if that is what it takes to fix your current situation or fix your life so that you can get to where you desire to get to. I know that all of these things can be very easy to talk about. Even me talking about it right now feels like, oh, this comes easy. But let me tell you, change is one thing that is always the most difficult, but yet it is the most constant thing in life. In one of the previous episodes on Thrive with Learning Care, I talked about how starting over is hard. And honestly, sometimes all you need to do to fix your life might just be starting over a new career, starting over a new job, starting over in a new city or in a new country or in a new environment, starting over with a new set of friends. Starting over is very hard because it stretches you, it lays a lot of demand and pressure on you. But one thing that I've come to realize is that to fix your life and begin to see the changes that you desire to see, you might need to start over. Change is not convenient for anybody because you're used to doing something certain ways before, and now someone is telling you to change the way you've been doing it. It doesn't come easy, but you still have to choose based on your goals, based on your dreams, based on where you desire to get to. You might need to just change. Change might be the only thing you need to fix your life and begin to see the kind of results that you desire to see. Yes, life can get very uncomfortable at times. Life can get really tough at times. So, come to think of it, where you are right now is a product of decisions that you've made in the past. So, you are in a lot of debt right now. Look back and see the times when you spent money lavishly, the times when you're supposed to save up and invest the extra money that you had. But because you had extra cash, you just felt like, oh, life is good, let me just blow it all up and enjoy it. And now you find yourself in a situation whereby you need more money or you are in a lot of debt. Also in a point where I'm also trying to fix my life and make better decisions. So I'm not just saying all of this for effect. I'm saying them because even I have either gone through them or I'm still going through them right now. But I know that things can always get better if we really stay committed to it. Yes, things can always get better. So enough of self-pity, enough of just sitting down and wishing things happen. You have to begin to actually do things before things can begin to happen for you. So thank you for being on this particular episode of Thrive with Learning Care. If this has blessed you, please do well to share with someone, and you can check previous episodes on this podcast series. Thank you once again for watching this. Until I see you again, I hope you begin to make better decisions and take care of yourself. Bye.